We got Brian Branch here on the show, Alabama junior defensive back. Join us live here virtually. And Brian, first and foremost, you have a partnership with the Players Lounge with one former Georgia quarterback, Aaron Murray, and kind of just talk about how that came to be, how that happened, and, give the fans a little insight on the Players Lounge right now.
Aaron hit me up a couple months back about this little NFT deal, NIL deal, and it's basically like selling our like NFTs, but like the Player Lounge itself is like where it gathers like 6 other schools, and like it gives a chance for fans to collaborate with us and like other teams across the nation, and so like it's just big.
I mean, for you, though, how cool is that, though, just for you to have this chance to interact even more with fans? I know that they see you do your thing on the field on Saturdays in the fall, but just them having another outlet to reach you, contact you, interact with you, and have fun with you. How cool is that to engage more with Alabama fans and college football fans in this way?
It's very cool. You can start building relationships with fans. See how what fans really think of you in a way, and just building relationships with fans. That's all it's about, and that's what it's very cool to me.
We got Brian Branch here on the show. If you're just checking us out on a Monday, Alabama junior defensive back on with us via In My Own Words. And so, Brian, late in the season last year, you took your game to a whole different level. I'm just going to call it what it is. You were laying brothers out there on the field, especially those last 5 to 6 games there for the Crimson Tide. Just for people that have never seen you play, how would you describe your game for people that have never seen you play?
Play fast, physical, and just get to the ball, really. Just do my job and make plays. That's what I try to do. And every game I go in, trying to do those things. I always do my job, what I can do to help the team, and I'm just blessed.
Going hard every single play, Brian Branch right here. So was there a player that you patterned your game after, or you tried to compare your game to growing up?
Oh, yes, sir, of course. My 2 favorite players are really Troy Polamalu and Tyrann Mathieu.
Troy Polamalu and Tyrann. You can't beat those two. You really cannot beat those two. Really good choices right there.
Oh, thank you.
Really outstanding choices right there. We're right here with Brian Branch on the show. So, Brian, as you go back and you look at last season, there were some challenging games, some close games, but the defense learned a lot about itself in those matchups. But with a new season comes a different expectation. What's the expectation for this defense for Alabama, especially with a lot of veterans such as yourself back on this unit?
The expectations out the roof. Everybody, the whole defense has chemistry. We know where each and every last one of us is going to be on the field, and it's crazy. And we expect big things this year. We do. I think honestly, we have a chance if we play our cards right, we have a chance to be the best defense to ever come through Bama, I think.
Expectation being the best defense to come through this program, especially under one Nick Saban. So, Brian, when you look at just personal goals for yourself, I know Coach Saban has everybody focused on the team goal, which is, of course, winning a national championship. But for you, do you have anything written down or some things written down personally that you want to see yourself achieve in the coming fall?
Oh, yes, sir. It's about time. I'm aiming for that Jim Thorpe, and really, yeah, Jim Thorpe.
Hey,
Personal growth.
Right, that Jim. You heard him right here, folks. Jim Thorpe. Brian, he ain't pulling punches. He's talking Jim Thorpe. He coming after that Jim Thorpe Award in the fall. And I guess for you, being able to be coached by Nick Saban and play under Coach Saban, since you got on campus in 2020, has there been that one piece of advice that Saban has given you that has just stuck with you? I know he has a lot of sayings, he has a lot of phrases, probably a host of one-liners, but has there been that one piece of advice coming from him that's just stuck with you?
Yes, sir. He said my freshman year. He told me, uh, "Good DBs get beat, and great DBs barely get beat." I think that's how he said it. Something like that.
Coach Saban always one trying to encourage everybody on the field, but especially that defensive back position. We got Brian Branch here, junior defensive back for your Crimson Tide. Join us here on In My Own Words. And so, Brian, just for the guys that maybe people don't talk about a lot on this defense, anybody this season that we should be on the lookout for that does not get a whole lot of conversation?
Um, I think Kyrie Jackson, Chris Braswell, who else? Jalen Moody. Trying to think. Byron Young.
All right,
Yeah.
we got those names written down. We got Moody, we got Young, we got Kyrie Jackson. We got these names, Chris Braswell. We got these names written down. Looking forward to watching them do their thing in the coming season. We got Brian Branch, 2020 national champion, but also junior defensive back for your Crimson Tide. Graciously joined us here on a Monday to talk about his partnership with the Players Club with former Georgia quarterback, Aaron Murray, among other things, gearing toward the season. BB, man, we appreciate you coming on here, spending some time with us. You have an outstanding summer. Continue to train hard. Don't work yourself too hard, but have a big-time junior year, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.